Hebrew alphabet is hate. Hate. This is exactly how to write the form. Hate. Hate is another H in Hebrew. There's no gap between this vertical line and the horizontal line. They are joined. It's different from A that we consider the other type. A has gap between the vertical line and the horizontal line. But in hate, there's no gap. And it's equivalent to our English H. To differentiate hey or hate from hey, in English letter, we put dots below the English H. This dot shows that it is hate, not hate. The pronunciation, just as we pronounce hey, as we pronounce the H in heart, in the same way. Heart, heart. That is how to pronounce hate. The next letter is tate. Tate. Let's see the form of tate. The handwritten form. Tate. Tate. Let me write it again. Tate. This is the easiest way to write it with hand, and is equivalent to our English T. It sounds as just as we pronounce the T in toy. Just as even the pronunciation of the T in the name. Tate. Tate. The next one is yod. Yod. This is how to write yod. Yod. Yod will always be above the line. Let's say this is the line of the book, of your book. Yod will not come on the line like other consonants. This is exactly how to write yod. And it's equivalent to our English Y. And it sounds as Y. Y. As in yet. Y. Y. And sounds as the first letter in the name. Yod. Y. Y. Take note of that. The next one is calf. 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 This is the form of calf. Calf. I write it again. This is the form of calf. And it's equivalent to our English K. And it sounds as we pronounce the K in keep. Keep. Sounds as the first letter of the name. Calf. Calf. The next Hebrew consonant is called lamed. 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 This is the form of lamed, the handwritten form. Lamed. Lamed. This is exactly how to use hand to write lamed. It's equivalent to our English L, and it sounds as L, L, as in long, L, L, as in long, and it sounds as the first letter in the name, lamed, L, lamed, L. The next letter is male. is called male. And this is how to write it with hands. Male. Male. Let me write it again. Male. It's equivalent to our English M. And it sounds as me. Me as in met. Me as in met. The next one is noon. 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 Let's look at the form of noon. This is exactly how to write noon. 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 I write it again. Noon. It's equivalent to our English air. And it sounds as ni. Ni. As we pronounce the end in net. Ni. 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 Noon. Ni. Noon. Ni. The next one is Samek. Samek. This is how to write Samek. And written Samek. 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 Write it again. Samek. It's equivalent to our English S. Now look at dot beneath it. Is to differentiate it from another S, which I will show you when we get there. Another consonant. That is the purpose of putting this dot, to differentiate Samek from sin. It sounds as the S in set or son. C. Sounds as C. C. Set. Set. C. C. Just as we pronounce the first letter in the name, Samek. 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 Then we'll go to the next one in the Hebrew consonants.